Hey y'all, for y'all that don't know me, I'm Brittany Griffith. I'm a senior Golden Ambassador and this is our Thursday night Zoom call. So every week I rack my brain of what can I talk to y'all about this week? And so last minute I messaged Laura and I asked her to tell me what she thought would be good. And she said we should go over a sip and see. And I 100% agree. So let me get this where I have my stuff. I can go over it and then move it down or over. Okay. Because I know a lot of y'all want to do a sip and see, but you don't know, like, what are the guidelines? What do we do? What do we not do? So, all right. So many of us have a sip and see in mind, but we don't know what to do. So it's like an in-home pink party is what we call it. And if it's thundered at my house, so if y'all can't hear me, just unmute it and tell me. If you're doing this or considering it, kudos to you because they really do work. Any kind of Plexus event, but especially a sip and see. I know some of y'all are new on here and you don't know what a sip and see is. Okay, a sip and see is where you can have an event at your house, you can rent somewhere or whatever, and you have samples of the Slim. Well, I know when we say samples, you think, oh no, I'm not giving out all my samples. You mix like 2 sticks of Slim in like 5 or 6 cups of water, mix it, and then give them like little Dixie cups worth of like a sample. So they can come taste it, and then you tell them about Plexus. You can share our compensation plan video, and you can share our product video. So that's what a sip and see is. So invite people, invite. So I always hear people say, well, I tried to have a sip and see and no one showed up. So whenever I have a sip and see, I make a graphic, I post it on my own personal Facebook page, and then I sometimes make an event page. You know, on Plexus, like if you have a birthday party for your kid or something, you can do an event page. So make one of those and invite every person on your Facebook page. It don't matter if they live here or they don't, because they might have someone that lives in your area that might come. So that's a good way to get it out there to get more people to come. And the most important thing that you will do is no amount of pretty decorations or perfection presentation matters if you don't get people in the room. So you can have this awesome display and have one person come, and it kind of defeats the purpose. So we want a lot of people to come and tell people. So let's say you're a best friend, you have 3 best friends, be like, y'all are going to be there. Like, you need to be there to support me, even if you don't want to buy it from me. Have them come and tell them to invite 3 people. Invite 3, invite 3, invite 3. So you want a room. Call people and tell them. Let them know, hey, I'm doing a sip and see, and I would love for you to come support my new Plexus business, and it's a great way for you to taste the pink drink for free. And then like Laura did an awesome sip and see. It depends on who you're doing it for, but she did a P96 one with the protein shakes, and she had a great turnout, and then she got an ambassador out of that. So that's another cute one to do. You could do it, the P96 protein shakes, or do the Slim, either one. Send people personal messages. You can even tell them, like, if you come, I'll throw your name in for a 3-day trial or a 7-day trial or a cup or whatever. And let them know that you're excited to see them and appreciate them coming. Location and date. There's no perfect place or perfect time. Think about your audience. What will they feel most comfortable with? What time and date will work best for people? What we found out with Plexus, and this is very bizarre to me, but it works, is Thursday nights. To me, that doesn't work. But Thursday nights, for some people, they'll just come on their way home, as opposed to a Saturday when they're at home with their family and they don't want to leave them. So Thursday nights are great, but I like to do mine on the weekend because I can pawn my kids off on my husband. Like, take the kids and do something with them. So whatever works best for your audience and for you, figure out that date. I know we talked about this before. You can start off with a sip and see of 3 people. If one person says yes, the other 2 will follow. So something as intimate in your home as having 3 people come and then have your upline come with you. So like if you're my level 1, I would be considered your upline. So me and you and then those 3 people, so a total of 5. So that would be great, great to do. Grab a teammate to do this with if you're close to one. So like we have, like Luria is in Ohio, so she's got Ohio peeps, so they can bond together. There's more than just her. I know some of y'all live out in the boonies here in Georgia. Grab one of your ambassadors that you signed up, even if they signed up today. Say, hey, let's do a sip and see together. Let's get people interested. If you want to do one with me, let me know. Give me a heads up, because some of y'all don't live around me, and I need to make I'm like Laura, then we're having one this weekend in Rome I'm going to try to head to. That's about an hour from my house. but I will try my best to come to y'all stuff if you invite me. Unless you live like 500 miles away, then I don't know if I'll be doing that, but I'll try. What else? If they can't make the event, you can even send a video of the testimony or do a Zoom, like how we're doing a Zoom right now. You can do a Zoom or Skype, or I didn't know if y'all know, I didn't know this, but Facebook Messenger has a video, and it's like this, where it's just with one-on-one person. So you can Skype people in and do a Zoom with them if they can't make it, but they want to be there so they can see this stuff. They just, of course, won't get to taste the drink. If you have 3 people, let's say you invite 10 people, and 5 people come and 3 people don't, or my math's off, 5 and 5 people come, 5 people don't let that discourage you. That doesn't mean that those 5 people that did come are not going to be a rock star, signed up as an ambassador, or be your preferred customer or retail customer. Work with what you got and don't let it show that you're kind of disappointed that not more people showed up. Let me think, what else? Details. You must have, of course, the pink drink. Whatever you're doing, in the P96 or the pink, you need to have samples of it. Me and Laura, when we did the P96, we did what, 2 packets? I think Phil did 10 people, something like that, because we just gave them little cups. I mean, because you're not trying to fill them up. We just want them to sample it, to just taste it. Because that's what people are scared of. They're afraid that they don't like the taste, so they don't want to order a huge batch of it. Like the samples. So when they try a sample, it's more like, okay, well, I actually like that, I can tolerate it. And then they're more prone to buy it. Great to have is empty product bottles. So keep your product bottles. So let's say you start off on the triplex combo. Keep an empty bag of Slim, and what's cute to make it stand up is put tissue paper in it from like a birthday present. Keep any of your empty bottles for stuff like this or for your team to use. Giveaways are fun. You could give away a couple packs of the P96, a 3-day trial, Plexus cup, do a drawing if they're interested in joining it as ambassador. If you have 5 people, do half off signing fee, whatever, message me and we can figure out something. Have a tablecloth, and always bring either an iPad, a laptop, your phone, or something if someone wants to order immediately, so they do it there and you can help them. Let's see, optional are banners or presentation boards. If you're anywhere near where I am, one of my best friends has the big stretched out stand that says Plexus, and it has all the stuff on it. So if you give me a heads up a couple days, I can get that, and then I can bring it to your sip and see. PowerPoints are great. Now that I read that, I think I'm going to make up a PowerPoint for our team so that we have it on file, and then I'll load it to the Pink Diamonds page, and everyone can use the same slideshow. So we'll have it so you can go off that. I think that would be great for our team. And then wherever you're doing, like if you're at a library, of course, they have a projector. You can use the projector, plug your phone up or whatever. Let's see. Any questions so far? I think it's kind of all right. Okay. Keep 1 pink drink packet at room temperature with the water to show guests how you mix it up. So you can say, this is how simple that Plexus is. Have a water bottle, take your Slim packet, empty it, and then you can give that as samples to people. You use a PowerPoint to let them hear about the products. Whenever I do tell you, use the newest compensation plan and the newest product video. It has everything in it. I don't know if they've added Edge yet. If they haven't added the Edge, we can, you'll just do the new Edge video after you do the product video. Giveaways aren't necessary, so if you don't have a ton of money, that's fine, but they are fun. Something that I've learned is everything doesn't have to be Plexus. So, you know, everybody goes to Target. Target has the dollar bins. You can get like a dollar stationery gift, something real cute and small, but they take it away. Everybody loves to win something. You can play fun games to break the ice. Be prepared to share your story. So let's say it's me and you doing the sip and see. Well, of course, I'll go first. I'll introduce myself, and then I'll give a short version of my testimony of why I joined Plexus. And then I want you to do the same. It doesn't have to be this 25-minute speech, just a little 2 or 3 minute, I joined because X, Y, and Z. You can show how the breast check kit works if you don't have one. You know, we'll get you one. And you can use it by a plate and put some table salt on it and have people feel the salt with their bare fingers, and that's what it'll feel like when they put it on their breast. You can let people know, and then if you know that Sip and Seas are not just for people who have never tried Plexus. So invite your customers. Invite them to come, because you're going to talk about the compensation plan, and then they're more likely to join, and then explain what the joining fee is and what a wholesale and buyer does. And it's like a Sam's Club membership. It's once a year. Okay. Okay, if you're going to describe each product, so this is what I do. I mean, y'all can do whatever you want, whatever benefits you and best fits you. I do the videos, and then I brief overview of each product. Perfect. Now, when you buy the welcome kit, you have the product cards. It gives you key points, maybe 4 or 5 points. Go off that. If you don't have a welcome kit, let me know, and I'll bring my key point cards to do that. It's not necessary to have food, but a little bit of food people love. I mean, you don't have to. You can make sandwiches. You don't have to do anything. I've done Sip and Seas where we had food, and then others where we didn't. So it doesn't matter. You could have Ease cream samples out. Those are great, or the body cream samples, and then everybody can take home ones so they see that Plexus is not just a slim, the accelerator, all that. Okay, this is a good thing because a lot of people don't know this. If you're doing the event with a friend or a teammate or a mutual friend that's not on your team, you need to figure out how you're going to do if you get customers at the Sip and See. So y'all could say the first customer goes to you, the next goes to me, vice versa, because let's say you post on a public forum like the Yard Sale website that you're having a Sip and See, and you have 10 people come. Well, they don't know either one of you, so you're going to have to do that beforehand. And like if you go with me, of course, I'm not going to take any of the customers. I'll give them all to you. So, you know, it depends on who you're with and if you're doing it with your upline or you're doing it with a sideline teammate. Don't pressure anyone to purchase at the event. Me personally, I don't have any product on hand to sell on purpose because I don't want them to feel like, oh, she's only here to make money off of me. So some people do. They have like triplex combos ready to sell them. If you want to do that, you can. It's whatever floats your boat, whatever you feel necessary. Now, when you do a huge event, though, like an air show, a school fall festival, those places are great to have that because you have so many people that might want to buy immediately. Sip and Seas, we don't want them to feel obligated to buy something. I'm trying to think what else. Do the event. Be sure to tell your story, share about the products, share about the business opportunity, and have fun. Remember, this is fun. And if you are a nervous Nelly and you get really nervous, then if you ask me to do it with you, I will do majority of the event, but I want you to step in. Because I know it'll be most people's first time. And I remember when me and Laura did, I know she was a little bit nervous. So I would do a couple products, and then I would like look at her, and then she knew it was her turn, but I would go first, so I'd break the ice. So allow your teams to still do it, but you can do a lot of the work, but do that. And then just follow up. Call the people the next day or 2 days later and be like, thank you so much, or text them or message them. And I'm so appreciative that you came out to my Sip and See. Let me know if you're interested in Plexus. You could send them a brochure, a sample. They might want to order a trial or something to really try. So that would be something that would be fun to do. All right, that's about the Sip and See. Anybody have any questions about that? No. Anybody? Any questions about a Sip and See or event? Okay. Give me a second. I got to pull this up. Let me find this and then I'll help y'all. Let me pull it up. Sorry. I'm very unprepared right now. Well, I'm having to use different forums, so I'm having to pull different stuff up, so it's taking me a minute. All right, something else we're going to talk about is building, like tips to build your business, how to help you reach certain goals. So tips from the top, Lori Cooper said, educating myself on everything I could do with network marketing, our company, and our products. Caring about other people's success and doing everything I could to help them and to learn what they need. Building real relationships with people and asking God to guide me in everything. So, as an ambassador, our ultimate goal And it should be your ultimate goal is to be a diamond ambassador. That's what everybody strives for. How long does it take? We don't know. It could take you 8 months. It could take you 5 years, whatever. Be a leader. Follow up with your team. Pray for your team. You need to know about the products. You need to know about the business. So if y'all noticed, like I started that new page for new ambassadors. I got that from one of our uplines. She started that, so I stole it from her because I didn't want to add y'all and 500 people to a page. So I'm taking that, but I think it's beneficial. But one thing that I do, and I do this for y'all every week, is I try to know as much possible about the business, because when y'all ask me questions, I need to know the answer. So I want y'all to do the same. Do you have to know every answer? Absolutely not. You're not going to know every answer. You're not going to know what illness or element goes with what product. If you don't, of course, ask, but do your best to educate yourself. We need to know about our company. What does our company stand for? What are our products? How are our products made? Are they gluten-free? Are they not gluten-free? Like, we need to know that to be able to be successful in our business. Ask questions. Asking questions doesn't have to be what product goes with this. Ask a question like, what is a great way for me to build my business? What is a great place to have a sip and see? What is a great template to use when reaching out to a customer / potential ambassador? Like, ask questions and people will give you answers. Ask people on our team, hey, what is y'all's testimony? Can 5 of y'all share your testimony with us why you joined Plexus? You know, anything like that. I mean, it helps us learn about each other, but it helps us with our business as well. When you're following up with a customer, be honest and sincere when you're following up with them. Don't be like, hey girl, how you doing? Be like, hey Betty, I love that you bought the triplex combo from me. You're probably on day 5. I just wanted to shoot you a quick message and see how much you're loving the products, and if you have any questions. That's not being too forward, but you're being genuine because you really want to know, are they doing the products correctly? Do they need help? Because a lot of times they'll say, usually with the triplex, they'll be like, oh, my stomach's hurting, or am I supposed to feel groggy, or something like that. And that's where you can step in and lead them, saying, you know, how many of each product are you taking? Are you drinking your water? Like, you can engage with them and they feel more open to talk to you because y'all are starting off on a genuine foot. Let's see. Use your Frank's list. What is the Frank's list? Everybody should have a Frank's list. It stands for friends, relatives, neighbors, and kids. So your friends, when you write out your Frank's list, how many friends do you have? It could be all your Facebook friends. So let's say you have 3,000 Facebook friends. Okay, well, how many you can make a list of 100 for your friends. So list 100 friends that you need to message about Plexus. Relatives, your family, your outlaws and your in-laws. I say your outlaws or your husband's family because it's all girls right now, so that's your outlaws, your in-laws, or your family. Neighbors, of course, you know, neighbors can be where you live and where you've previously lived. And then kids. Everyone's like, kids, what does that mean? Your kid's football coach, the kid's parents at the baseball field, your kids' teachers, your kids, if they're in band, the other band parents, whatever they're doing, your kid's Sunday school teacher at church, you know, stuff like that. And then A is acquaintances. I don't know why that wasn't in there for Frank, so y'all could tell that my spelling's off. A is for acquaintances. Acquaintances are like your dentist, your doctor, your orthodontist, your waitress, stuff like that. So those are great for reaching out to people to be able to expand your customer and ambassador base. So once you have your list, circle 20 people to contact. You can either email them, text them, inbox, or better yet, call. And then I tell y'all this, and no one's ever utilized me on this, but Kayla Ray, 3-way calls. 3-way calls are great because they want that third-party validation. So, of course, they know you. And so when you say, I love Plexus, it's helped me with X, Y, and Z, they're like, yeah, whatever. But when you have the third person validate that, it can be me or another person on your team, and you tell them your testimony and how Plexus has helped you, then they might be like, wow, okay, really? Yeah, all right. 2 people, I'm excited, I want to do this. So they get that other validation that they're needing, because most people want to hear at least 2 people. Think about this. When you go to the doctor, this will give you a good example. When you go to the doctor and you hear awful news, like somebody says, I have cancer, well, you get a second opinion because you want another validation. Or they say you need to have this surgery or you need this done, you get another validation. These people are needing a second validation. So that's great to do. Remember, there's fortune in the follow-up. Sometimes it takes 6 times for someone to jump on board. Girl, I mean, you message this person, you're like, oh, you told me you'd order, and it's been 3 different times I messaged you and you still haven't ordered. Keep following up with them until they tell you no. A lot of them say, yeah, I'm still interested in places, I just don't have the money. Okay, message them back in a week. Hey, girl, you ready? No, I still don't have the money. They're not telling you that they don't want to sign up, they just don't have the money. So keep following up with them and let them know when you're having a special, because that might be the time that they join. Let's see, where else? Bring new life into your downline creates momentum. So if you're new and you don't know what a downline is, those are ambassadors that are under you. So, and I don't think a lot of people know this, but you have multiple teams under yourself. So I'll use as an example, Loria. Loria is my level 1. I directly signed her myself, but all of her ambassadors under her are my ambassadors as well. Then Kayla Ray and her team, all her ambassadors, those are my ambassadors as well. So that's another leg of mine. So each person you sign and then their ambassadors under them are also your team. So we want to keep momentum with them. I think this new ambassador page is really going to set our new ambassadors up for success, because they cannot say, I didn't know that, I didn't see that, because yes, you did, because I have added everything to that. Anything that you think that you need an answer to is in there. And if there's not, then you message me and then we'll get it in there. But this will set your new ambassadors up for success, where they don't feel like they're flapping in the wind when they first sign up. And on top of that, they get the welcome kit where they get their own product if they buy one, and they get the success guide. So we want to keep the momentum going. So when you sign a new ambassador, we want them to go silver in their first month. Why? Because when someone goes silver, they more than 99% of the time, they won't quit Plexus because they've hit that rank. So when you're talking to somebody about signing as ambassador, and we're not talking about that they're not a wholesale ambassador, something that actually wants to sell, you need to talk with them, either sit down with them, phone chat, whatever, and be like, all right, let's figure out 3 people that you know that would want to do the business with you. And let them, and say, go ahead and reach out to them before you sign up. So when you sign up, they can sign up with you, and then automatically they go silver. Well, when they see that you went silver, the person that signed them, it pushes them to want to do the same. Well, like, look, Mandy did it. Why can't I do it? And then they find people and encourage them when they sign up to have their 3 people. So when you do that, it trickles like this, and they rank like this. So that helps. Hang on, let me move this out of the way. Now hear that thunder? It's gonna be a good night for sleep. Beth Anderson says, and she's a Plexus ambassador, and she says, I say communication with team members, and not just over Facebook. Call each of them and continue training them. Make things personal. People like real testimonies of people you know personally work best for me. I like smaller meetings too. We have smaller trainings with our teams and small social dinners. Brainstorm. So I've been thinking, what can I do to really pump our team up? Because right now, summertime is like dead zoneville for everybody. So I'm going to set up a team training for our team. If you don't live in Georgia or you're nowhere near me, I understand if you can't come. But if you're in like an hour vicinity, I want you to come, and I will give you a time frame of when it is, so y'all have time for that. But I just went blank on what I said. Oh, okay. And then I'm going to set up a team dinner. I might do all together the ambassador training at like 6, maybe from 6 to 7. Okay, let's do this. I will set up a training. I'll get a facility, and we'll do an opportunity meeting where we can have our potentials come from 6 to 7. From 7 to 8, we'll do team training, and then we'll go to a team dinner afterwards. Does that sound good? I think that'd be good. So we're not doing different things on different nights. We just incorporate it all into one night. So I think that'd be good. But I encourage y'all to come to these. When I'm trying to get our uplines to do them, because when they used to do them, I loved them, and you have all these emeralds and stuff coming. It was so exciting. that it really made me fall in love with Plexus, not for the products or the money. It was for the personal relationships that I gained from coming to these events and meeting other people. And you get to really enjoy these people that you only see on Facebook. You get to spend time with them. And then you can ask them questions like, how long have you been with Plexus? What have you done with that, your business? How has Plexus benefited your family? Anything like that that you think that would help you in your business, you can pick their brains. Let's see. All right. Let me see. Often I will reshare post in our team page, basic information for our teams, posting rules. Why do I do that? Because sometimes the stuff gets lost in the feed and you forget that it's in there. And then, you know, when you have a new ambassador and they're looking for something that's not there, it's way down. So I want to do that for that. And then I want to encourage you that if you are silver or above, you need to have your own team page. It's beneficial to your team and to your business because, one, I'll tell you this, and this is why. Of course, I love helping y'all. I do. But a lot of times, like doing the Zooms and doing the team page, I'm doing all the work. And it stresses me out, and it kind of drains me a little bit, which is my job, and that's what I'm supposed to do. But as you rank up and you're becoming leaders, this is when y'all should step up and be like, all right, can I help do the Zoom call this week? Or tell your team you're going to have your own team Zoom call. You know what I mean? So step up, have a team page, because if they only see me doing this, they're never going to take the initiative if they don't even see you doing it. So we want them to take the initiative to have their own team page once they go silver. And I'll, of course, still add them to my team page because I will have things before y'all will know it. But it's great to let them see that you're stepping up as a leader and encourage them to do the same. Let people know on your team that business building bonuses are paid on Friday. What is a building business bonus? If you sign an ambassador, any level 1 through 4. So if you have a level 1 that you sign and they sign somebody, you get paid on that if they buy a welcome kit. So the pay is for a welcome kit, and we get those paid on Friday, not the Friday they sign up. So let's say Betsy Sue signs up today. We won't get paid for that until next Friday, and it's 4 levels down. So you get that paid. Our big paychecks, our commission paychecks, are supposed to be paid on the 15th, but Plexus is really hardcore right now, and they've been paying us 2 to 3 days early, which is fantastic. So it should be anywhere between the 12th and the 15th of when they'll pay us. And that's your big check, your commission, your preferred customer bonuses, all that will be on them. Please make sure that when you sign an ambassador, they know that they have to have 100 PV. They need to know that, because if you sign somebody up and you don't tell them that and that auto qualification goes out, they're going to be coming for your head because they didn't know that that money was going to be taken out of their account. So let them know when they say, is there a qualification to be a Plexus ambassador? Yes, there is. People have been telling people no, and that is wrong. Yes, there is. It is $100. We have a $100 requirement that needs to go through our website each month. That makes us commission qualified. That can be your own personal products, or that can be a customer. I say if you're an ambassador, you should be ordering your own products. So you should have at least 100 PV worth go through there. So, and also we want your newbies to have 100 PV outside of their welcome kit. That means they got a new customer. So we don't want them to sign up. Let's say we use August because that's coming up. August 1st as an ambassador, and they don't do anything in their first month. We don't want them to do that. We want them to jump all in if they're wanting the business and to really tell people and start posting and start trying to get customers, because once they see that in their first month that they can make money, then they're hooked. Lori Harrison, I love her, and she put, remember that everyone currently involved in Plexus are trailblazers in a revolution. And every single experience, whether it's positive or an incident that makes you pull your hair out, is a chance to sharpen your skills so you can lead better. Everybody gets discouraged. We all get in these funky moods like, I don't want to do Plexus anymore. I didn't get a customer this week. I didn't get an ambassador. I understand that firsthand because I've been there. But remember that We are on the ground floor of Plexus right now. When it blows up, you're going to be one of the people that's been a trailblazer for this company. So let people know why you love Plexus. What is your reasoning why you joined? I mean, you have to have a reason why you joined. Let people know that. And then every chance that, like, even if someone tells you no, that's a tool that you can use to be like, all right, well, the next person, I'm going to get them to say yes. Don't take everything that someone says so seriously. If they don't love Plexus, bless and release them. Not everybody's going to love Plexus and be like, one day you're going to love Plexus. It's just not now. Let me see. Helen McFadden, she's a diamond with Plexus, and she put, what incredible leaders we have here. I often think about a very powerful quote. If you make people feel good, they will never leave you. Yes, Plexus is a business and an opportunity with financial gain, but the family and the feeling of one team and one mission is what separates us from other MLM companies. I spend a lot of time pouring into my team and creating camaraderie the best way I can. I have events in my home, events in my suite, like a leader's retreat and stuff, purposely so that they can spend time with her. Pour into your teams. Everybody loves to be, hang on one second. Okay. Everybody loves to have recognition. They like to spend time with you. They like to be uplifted. Think about, if you're around somebody at work and they are constantly negative, you're like, I do not want to be around you. So they're going to do everything they can. So they're not going to come. If you're negative Nancy, they're not coming to your events. They're not going to get on your Zoom calls. They're not even going to listen to you when you speak. I tell my kids this all the time. Treat people how you want to be treated. If you want your team to have just undying love for Plexus, then you be the example and have undying love for Plexus. If you want them to post on Facebook about Plexus, they need to see that you're doing it too. Let people know why you love Plexus. You can even say, I love Thursday nights because we get to spend time together as a team. We do, even though we're in our homes, we still get to do this together. And that's something special that I think that God's allowed all of us to have this. I mean, to me, it's benefited my life tremendously to have each one of you. Even if I don't have a really deep relationship with you, I still care about each of you because God put you in my life for a specific reason. Let's see, there's so much to go over. Okay, let me find one last thing. Follow up. That's what I'm going to leave with. Follow up with your potential ambassadors, with your potential customers, with your current customers and your current ambassadors. Just because you sign an ambassador does not mean that you no longer need to speak to them and that they need to just go do their own thing. Still follow up with them. Ask them, hey, how are you doing? Have a team chat. That's a great way to stay in touch with your ambassadors. And then always message your customers, because sometimes your customers might be ready to upgrade as an ambassador. They're just waiting for you to ask them. So continue to follow up with them, or they might want to try a different product, but they forget to message you, and then the same product that gets sent every week, every month, and then they're burnt out, and then they've got 10 triplex combos, and they're burnt out on it, and then they're like, oh, I'm going to cancel my preferred order for 10 months because I've got enough product, when really they just wanted to try a different product. You haven't followed up with them, and they didn't know that they could just go in and order. So follow up. Okay. That was a lot tonight, guys, and I'm out of water. Look, my mouth's cotton mouth. Any questions? Anybody have any question about anything that's going on? Okay. Who is at the top left, my left? It says Border Winds Homestead. I'm going to unmute you. Hey, I'm going to see your face.
Yeah, I've got this. Hi.
Is this your first Zoom?
Yes, it is.
I hope that you loved it. Normally I don't talk this much. No, I really do every time. Because I only get so much time, but I'm so thankful that you got on tonight.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get last week, but this week the timing was just right.
Perfect. Now tell me your name one more time.
Joe. J-O.
Joe. Okay. Perfect. Well, welcome, and we're so excited to have you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And then if any of y'all have any ideas of things that you want me to train on, shoot me a message, because that helps me prepare. So I know a lot of times I've talked about things that we've already talked about, and everybody's like, oh gosh, she's talking about this again. So if there's anything specific that y'all want me to train on, I mean, we can make them bi-weekly. They don't have to be every week. I feel like when they are weekly, though, it holds me accountable, And I think it's something that other people look forward to because they know like they're going to get that feeling of their cup back of plexus. Like, remind me again why I love this when it's getting hard. All right, let me turn this off before it deletes me. Let me hit the record. Hang on.